Hello and welcome to a new video on the channel. My name is MJ and today we're going to talk about that we as society, men and women, we cannot go back to the traditional world. Because I hear a lot of people are saying in the manosphere or in the Red Pill community, we need to go back to the traditional world, this and that. But I'm telling you guys, the things, we cannot go back to the traditional world. Not in the way that things are going right now, especially not right now. And I hear also there's also a YouTuber. He calls himself Yogi Ops, and I appreciate his work. This is not to take a shot at Yogi Ops, but I really believe that we really cannot go back, not by a long shot. Well, and it's because a lot of women nowadays they are not traditional, especially young women. They are not traditional, and they don't want to be traditional. They see it as an insult. They see it as oppression. And a lot of men, they are not, and they're also traditional. It goes both ways, but men don't mind being traditional. It's okay for us, to pay for that date. It's okay for us to provide and all those sort of things. But that woman also must be traditional, or else it won't work. Because if men are traditional and women are not, women will take advantage of men, divorce, rape. You will pay for all those dates. She's gonna manipulate you. She wants all the goodies and all the bad things. She leaves it for you. So that's not gonna work. That's typically the mindset of a lot of women nowadays. That they want to have feminism, they want to have equality whenever it suits them, and at the moment they have to do something in the name of equality, then they don't want to do it. So they only want traditionalism whenever it suits them. Next reason why we cannot go back. Next point why we can't go back to the tradition is because of the internet. Because of the internet, the world has become smaller. And of course, you have a lot of dating apps like Tinder, Bumble, Happen, whatever. A lot of things. You have hundreds and hundreds of these apps. And they're also a source of attention for women. And at the end of the day, women love attention, and they will not throw that. So it's a little bit, it's power for them. Everything is power, and also this thing is power for them to have that attention. And most women, they don't want to throw away that attention. Also think about social media, all the likes and all the comments like you're so beautiful, this and that. Well, even though she has a lot of filters, a lot of makeup, nothing you see on that picture is actually her. But so yeah, it's a big source for them. So if you want to go back to the tradition, we have to get rid of the internet. Or maybe we don't have to get rid of the internet, but we have to. But then Facebook will have to be gone. Instagram needs to go, and all those sort of things. Or people just need to be more aware. They need to tap into a higher conscious mind to do that, to leave all those things behind. Next reason, women, they have a lot of rights. And of course, that's understandable. I'm not saying that I'm against that, but this is also the reason why we cannot go back to the traditional way. Because women have a lot of rights. They even have more rights now than men. Um, they can vote right now. They can work, and because everything they are working right now, women. That's the reason why everything is so expensive. Because back in the day when women didn't work, or not as much as they do right now, the man was the one. The man in the household was the one for all the money. He was the provider. He did everything, and the man made enough money to buy everything for everybody: clothes, food on the table, everything. It was enough. But then women wanted to work, and everything, all the prices in the shops and cars and everything, gasoline, it went up to the roof, or through the roof actually. Everything became really, really expensive. And that was exactly the intention for the ones who pushed feminism. And no, those were not women, those were actually the elite. They knew if they would push this agenda, that women also must work or want to work, women would do that, and then they can have more taxes. Then they get more taxes. People have to pay more taxes. Prices go up, and at the end of the day, they have more money. The elite. Also, the next reason, and also the last reason, why we cannot go back to the traditional way, is because freedom. And this goes whatever. Also, this applies men and women. So yeah, freedom. We can have sex with whoever we want to or whatever we want to. People are getting used by the fact that they're living alone, and a lot of people like it that way. So men and women, they're very live separated from each other, really separated. And a lot of things, interactions between men and women, they are really superficial. Because even though sometimes I talk to certain women, and these women, they are single, they are up in their 30s, and well, they say it's like, yeah, well, I'm living the lifestyle, and yeah, this and this and that, I'm having the Sex and City lifestyle. But at the end of the day, if I talk to them in an honest conversation, a lot of women, they are sad. They are sad they don't have a man. They are sad they don't have children, because at the end of the day, that is what they want. I'm not saying all women, but a lot of women, they are suffering in silence because they're lonely, and they don't have things in their life that they actually deep down inside they want. But they just don't want to admit that, and they don't want to submit, and they don't want to admit that they actually need somebody, a man, to fulfill them. Which is also a thing, because we are people and we need each other. So yeah, that's also the reason. That was my video, the reason that we cannot go back to the traditional lifestyle. So yeah, like, share the video, and I'll see you guys later.